Section 6. External influences on business activity. Unit 1. Environmental and ethical issues. 1.1 Social responsibility. 1.2 Private cost vs private benefits. 1.3 External cost vs external benefits. 1.4 Social cost vs social benefits. 1.5 Sustainable development. 1.6 Pressure group. 1.7 Consumer boycott. 1.8 Environmental laws. 1.9 Business ethics. Ways in which business activity affects the natural environment. Businesses emit gas into the air when producing goods using heavy machines. Businesses pollute the environment with their waste, such as plastic containers, packaging, and polluted water discharge into rivers and the sea. Businesses transport goods using delivery vehicles, which create carbon emission in the environment. Businesses extract natural resources such as wood cutting and fishing without replacing those natural resources. Social responsibility. Social responsibility is when a business operates at the benefit of all its stakeholders instead of just focusing on making profit. Examples of social responsibility: using more recyclable, eco-friendly packaging, invest in green technology such as solar energy to produce goods and services, organizing cleaning events to clean rivers and the beach on frequent basis, organizing tree planting activities, and become a paperless organization. Private costs. Private costs are expenses paid by the business when carrying out its activities. For example, purchase of machinery, payment of bills, wages. Private benefits. Private benefits are the gains received by a business when carrying out its activities. For example, profits earned from the sales of goods and services. External costs. External costs are costs paid by the society at large when a business is carrying out its activities. It is also known as externalities. For example, pollution caused by the business, traffic congestion on roads due to business transporting containers. External benefits. External benefits are gains enjoyed by the society at large when a business is carrying out its activities. For example, better infrastructure built by the business for its own accessibility benefits the society at large. Security services hired by the business also increases the security of people living in the neighborhood. Social costs. Social cost is the total of private costs and external costs together. Social benefits. Social benefit is the total of private benefits and external benefits together. Sustainable development. Sustainable development is when a country is trying to achieve economic growth in a way that does not compromise the living standards of the future generations. Ways in which businesses engage in sustainable development. Businesses can use renewable energy so that natural resources are preserved for the future generations. Businesses can engage in recycling their waste, such as reusing their water consumed or reusing their paper used. Businesses can use fewer resources by adopting lean production methods to produce products right first time without mistakes. Businesses can develop environment-friendly products and use green production processes such as LED lights, energy-efficient machines, wind energy and solar energy machines to produce electricity. Sustainable production methods. Sustainable production methods is a way of producing goods and services through renewable energy and resources which does not cause harmful pollution to stakeholders. Pressure group. A pressure group is a powerful group of people who work together to try to influence the government and the society against the activities undertaken by businesses by organizing consumer boycotts. Consumer boycott. A consumer boycott is when consumers refuse to buy goods and services produced by a business that is not acting in a socially responsible way. Why should a business respond to the needs of pressure groups? Pressure groups are powerful associations of social workers who have large public support and media coverage that can cause adverse publicity of the business. Pressure groups will organize consumer boycotts which will lead to loss of sales to the business. Pressure groups can influence the government to impose fines and penalties on a business which is not acting in a socially responsible way. Examples of environmental laws: the government can decide to make certain business activities illegal, such as excessive carbon dioxide emission into the air, the use of plastic containers to pack products which are sold to consumers, wastewater discharge into rivers and the sea, cutting down of trees and forests to produce goods. Pollution permit. Pollution permit is a license granted to businesses to allow them a certain degree of pollution in exchange of a license fee. Ethics. Ethics are decisions made based on moral values and principles such as doing things in the right way. Examples of ethical business decisions: paying fair and equitable wages to workers and not using child labor, making honest advertising to customers instead of misleading them with false claims, buying raw materials from environmentally responsible suppliers instead of choosing cheaper suppliers that are dealing natural resources, operating business activities without causing harm to animals or the natural environment instead of using animal testing in products. Paragraph: abiding to laws and regulations enacted by the government instead of bribing government officials to secure operating licenses. Impact of ethical decisions on businesses. Ethical practices and decisions will have positive impact such as good reputation and also some negative impact such as a rise in cost to the business. Businesses often have conflicts between maximizing profits and making ethical choices. Benefits of ethical decisions on businesses. The ethical business enjoys a competitive advantage because it is able to attract more customers. The ethical business is able to maximize labor productivity because its workers are happy in the business. The ethical business is able to attract external finance because banks are willing to lend money to the business and investors are willing to buy shares in order to feel associated with the ethical business. The ethical business will be favored by the government in securing contracts, grants and subsidies to expand and invest in other ethical projects. Limitations of ethical decisions on businesses. The ethical business will incur high costs when buying fair trade materials from suppliers. The ethical business will earn lower profits when charging affordable selling prices to customers. The ethical business will incur high wage costs when paying workers their deserved wage. The ethical business can be driven out of the market if powerful unethical competitors are selling goods at very low prices to customers.
Thank you for watching.